How pathetic can some people be?
I see a lot of interesting people travel around. Saw a grown man once with a tattoo of a dragon on his face. I don't know what he did. I was guessing probably like a CEO or lawyer or professor of some kind. Really? Your face? You're going to put a tattoo on your face. And dragon. That's what you want to highlight? That's your first impression on everyone you meet the rest of your life, dragon face. I seriously doubt that guy's waking up every morning, looking in the mirror and going, ha! Awesome!
Yeah.
Yes! Carpe diem. That guy made me think, though, like, what if I had to get a tattoo on my face? What would I get? Like one of those weird hypothetical, like, what if somebody made me? What would I pick? Like if a madman held me down in an alley and he was like, I want to put a tattoo on your face, but I'm going to let you pick it out. You're crazy, but you're fair. All right. I'll play your game. I get the best one ever. I'd get a tattoo up my face. Same size as my face, but slightly to the left. And I'd wait outside a 3D movie theater and ruin people's lives.
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Some of my favorite stories are the tattoo stories that people, like, they don't do the due diligence is just left aside. They don't really make sure that, well, for lack of a better terminology on this one, that all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. And they have like spelling errors on their tattoos.
The spelling errors is really funny. This gal that cut my hair, she had a black widow, and she had it on the side of her neck, and it went into her face. And I asked her, I said, wow, she never wore her hair up, and then she had her hair up, and I'm like, wow, geez, look at that. She goes, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be this big, but he said it needed to be bigger than I wanted it to be, otherwise it was just going to turn into a dot someday. And I thought, did you think about getting a second opinion? Like, because this thing was going all the way up and almost into like one of the legs into her ear. And I mean, it was a good looking tattoo as far as the art behind it, but it was a black widow.
That's what the guy was going for. He's like, man, you got a good canvas, because he was proud of his work. He's like, I got to make that a little bit bigger. Leave my stamp, leave my art, my artwork behind.
So you said this guy rescued a dog?
Chris Mendiola. His dog, his name is Bear. And when he rescued Bear, he noticed that Bear had a tattoo. The tattoo is a circle with an arrow coming off of the circle with a line through it. This is the universal sign for this dog is neutered. This is a tattoo that a lot of humane societies will give to dogs. Because
I didn't know this.
Because they are neutered to let everybody know if the dog gets away, okay, this dog has been fixed. Don't try to fix this dog if it's rescued again. My dog, Molly, she has a little tattoo on her. It's not like this one, but it's 2 lines. It's code for other humane societies to know that, okay, this dog has been.
My dog had the same thing, and it's right down by where they neutered it.
Yeah, right there by where it's at.
Yeah. On the underbelly.
Chris Mendiola decides to get all in touch with his animal, I guess, compassion.
His inner animal side?
His animal compassion side. And he goes, for those of you, he writes this in a post on social media. I think it's on Facebook. Yeah, this is on Facebook. He goes, for those of you that know Bear, you know that he has a tattoo given to him from some previous owners. It sickens me to know that people actually tattoo their pets. So tonight, in a tribute to Bear, I got this tattoo. And what did Chris get right there on his bicep?
I got the same thing.
The neutered sign.
Yeah. I've been neutered.
What's up, baby?
Yeah.
What you
hey,
doing
we don't
tonight?
have to worry about birth control tonight, darling. What's up?
Got him. Got him.
What kind of jackass tattoo artist doesn't say, hey, are you sure you want to have the neutered sign on your arm?
Such solidarity, right?
Of course, I mean, you can't expect them to know every single sign. And I'm sure, a tattooed artist doesn't go around tattooing on people that they're neutered, so he maybe has never seen the sign before.
What's awesome about this is Chris's sister saw the post. She was one of the first ones to see the post. And she says, bro, that means he's neutered. My dog has one too, but it makes for a cool story though. And then he's like, oh crap. Don't let mom see this. And then she says back to him, are you neutered too? LMAO.
Well, what did he say? Did he get back to her?
No, he left it at that.
He left it at that. Oh, wow. Gosh. You're an idiot, buddy. And you're a dumbass. And everybody's going to be talking smack about you today.
Good thing he didn't get one of those dogs with the ears that are cut off, because then he would have had some Van Gogh stuff.
Oh, you know what it is? He's a T-Mobile guy. Yeah, T-Mobile guys.
What's wrong with T-Mobile guy?
I think T-Mobile guys, I don't know, man. I think T-Mobile guy doesn't pay attention to what's going on in the world. T-Mobile guy's always thinking he's getting a deal. T-Mobile's got unlimited data, right? So he's like, I got unlimited data, I'm going T-Mobile. Then you drive, out of your driveway and you're like, oh, God, I don't have a signal anymore.
Be careful. Be careful when you have unlimited data, because that makes you do things crazy.
I'm just kidding.
Like get matching tattoos with your dog.
I just had a buddy that worked in Santa Maria, and he had T-Mobile, and he was so excited. And then he's like, man, but I can't ever get reception. T-Mobile guy got tattoo of dog.
Tattoo of dog?
Being neutered.
Neutered
dog.
Neuter tattoo guy. I mean, that just sucks, because like you go to tell that. I mean, he got that tattoo with the intentions of impressing people with it. And people are like, oh, dude, what's your tattoo? What's that stand for? Like, oh, it's a matching tattoo with my dog. My dog got a tattoo from its previous owners, and I thought, but then I come to find out that it's the neuter sign. So, I mean, that story starts off super duper cool, and it ends up like you got egg on your face. And it's permanent. It's permanent.
You know what he needs to do is I don't know where
turn that into a Black Widow.
Where does he live? Yeah, you can turn it into something else. And then you have this great story. Like, dude, when you get all high with your buddy and you're like, dude, let me tell you a story about how much I love my dog, man. Look at this. I got a neuter tattoo for him. Isn't that cool? Dude, that's kind of messed up, bro. Yeah, Chris, but I'm going to turn it into a Black Widow.
I got to turn it into something. My wife's got a gun on her hip. She's in the tattoo department.
Shooting from the hip? Is that what it means?
She shoots from the hip. Well, it does now, because she got some kind of Chinese sign that meant nothing, and it was part of a ex-relationship or something. I don't know. I really have never pressed her too hard about it. I should probably, since we've been married for 7 years now.
Yeah, but for the last 4 of those 7 years, you've been raising kids.
Yeah.
So, they distract you. So you can't just lay around and go, what's going on with that tattoo?
Yeah, I don't really know the backstory on it. That when we started dating is when she got it changed, right when we started dating.
So she went from a gun to a Chinese sign?
No, she went Chinese sign to gun. It was just a small Chinese sign. And the guy made the gun, and she wanted a smaller, inconspicuous gun, but the gun actually ends up being pretty big.
What kind of gun? Rifle, handgun?
It's a pistol.
Okay.
I don't know. Colt 45? I don't know. Is that a gun?
Why a Colt 45? Why a pistol? Well, you don't know. You've never pressed her on it.
Just because she needed to get something to cover up the Chinese sign that she did not like.
But you don't know Chinese. What is it? Nobody's
right. It would mean nothing to me. I mean, I have no idea. She just didn't like it anymore.
Oh, I see.
She wanted a pistol.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, maybe it's apropos, because
I feel like that's...
when you get a tattoo, sometimes you do shoot from the hip.
Yeah, right. I feel like the relationship tattoos, I mean, 9 out of 10 times they just don't work out.
Or if you get the relationship tattoo, it means that the relationship is destined to fail. There's an old adage in
it's bad luck or karma or something.
There's an old adage in our business that says, once you get your name or picture put on a coffee mug, then that means eventually, soon you will lose your job thereafter. It's funny because there's a mug, I guess, on one of our radio stations. We used to run a show called Bob and Sherry.
They're still around.
I know. I met Sherry down at the podcast convention.
You did?
I said, yeah, I see her face every morning in our break room, because we used to carry that Bob and Sherry
God, don't you wish you could have brought it and gave it to her?
I know. But then her like handler was a guy that does like her syndication deal. He kept walking up to me. He's like, oh, you're from San Luis Obispo, American General Media. I know your general manager. Tell her I said hi. It's like, okay. But it was funny because I was like, oh yeah, there's a coffee mug with your face on it all the time, and she's like, yeah, I know. She even knew the adage. She's like, once I get those coffee mugs, we don't last very long.
So now she's doing a podcast?
She's doing a podcast and her radio show
Still doing that.
She's double dipping. Yeah, kind of like
my
what
wife
we do.
Wanted to get our last name West tattooed on her under her ring, her wedding ring. I said, nope, don't do it. Nope, don't do it.
Bad luck almost.
Get the dog. We get the dog tattoos, and that's it. Now she's talking about getting another tattoo because my cousin, who's her best friend, is they want to get tattoos together. And I'm just,
your cousin's got some ink, man. I saw.
Yeah,
her.
She's got a leg sleeve. I don't know what that's called, but
why'd she get so much?
I don't know.
Ink?
I have no idea. I didn't even know she was a tattoo person. Just one day showed up and she had tattoos, and I don't know what they all mean. I know she's got they have a bird that talks to them.
Does your wife want one of those too?
Birds? No, and so I know
that would be bad news right there. The talking bird is never a good one because the talking bird could rat you out for whatever you're doing. Give me Doritos. Give me Doritos.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ rocks.